because I'm happy. Good morning, guys. How you doing? It is Sunday, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a story time for Sunday story time. But before I do that, I'm going to sweep my living room, sweep my dining room, sweep my kitchen. I just finished putting weed killer all over the weeds in the backyard. Hopefully it dies in a couple of days. It's looking like out there, and I don't like it. So I'm trying to make sure it's not turning into a safari or a jungle in the backyard with weeds and stuff. Then I'm gonna take a shower, come back on fresh, new, hair washed and moisturized, and beard washed and moisturized, and hair also washed and moisturized. And then I'm gonna give you guys today's Sunday story time. Stay tuned. Story time. It's Sunday, and I try to give you guys now, starting a series on Sunday story time where I share with you guys a story from my past. Today I want to share with you guys about my tumor, or the tumor that I had removed. I'm not sure if you can tell, but when I talk sometimes, this sort of is a little limp because there's weakness and nerve damage here. Reason why is because I had a tumor growing right here. It was eating away at my gums, and ate away at my jawbone, and I had like a very thin layer of bone here, to the point where somebody was to pluck me hard enough right here, my whole jaw would crack. That's how bad the tumor was. It was just eating it away. Thankfully, it wasn't cancerous. It was benign. So in 2017, I had the tumor removed. The reason why this is significant is because there was a 2 month period where things got really difficult for me, and it started with the removal of this tumor. In December of 2016, I went to the doctor for severe pain, and then the doctor or the dentist revealed through the x-ray that there was a mass growing in my jaw. Now, a couple of years ago, a dentist revealed that, but at the time it wasn't that big of a deal. But then it grew to the point where it was eating at my jaw, and I hardly had any jawbone left. So I had to go in for treatment, and then eventually in March of, was it March or May? I think it was May. In the beginning of May of 2017, it was definitely the beginning of May, because actually it was the middle of May, because I just started working as a sub-para at the school I am teaching at now. So I had to go in, and they removed it. They had to cut my skin here, right? Like slice me, and then pulled my skin up, removed this whole section of my jaw, like the incision here, removed it, okay? Put a metal plate, put it back there, and sewed it up. I have no scar there. So Dr. Lamb, if you're watching this, you did an amazing job. If you guys look up Dr. Lamb in Staten Island, New York, if you ever need any kind of dental work done or oral surgery, she's the person to see. She's the doctor to go see. So there's no scar here, thankfully, and so I had some nerve damage, so I can't really feel here. It's very numb. Every now and then, when I get stressed, you can tell, because it doesn't move at all. Now it's moving pretty well, and it's been improving. So, yeah. But trust me, when I get married, my wife will be able to kiss me, and she'll feel it, and she won't know the difference. So what happened after that was, okay, I had a huge knot on my face. It was swelling and all that stuff. And then I went back to work. Every time. My phone will go off every time I do this. Let's put you on mute, phone. So I went back to work. I was working as a sub-para again, and then I was working as a supervisor at a night at a community center. And one Saturday morning, this happened this Saturday before I started the Teaching Fellows. The Teaching Fellows is a program which helps train people who are looking for a second career or who have a bachelor's degree in anything other than education to become teachers. And it's a very strenuous, strict program. You cannot miss a day. And if you miss a day, you're kicked out of the program, right? So it was the Saturday before I started. This was in mid-June. All right, so mind you, less than 3 weeks before that, I just had this surgery done. I just had my tumor removed. I am working and I'm closing up the center. It was like noon, 1 o'clock, because we close at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, because we close at 3 o'clock. All of a sudden, I got dizzy, lightheaded, sweaty. I went to the bathroom to use the bathroom, and my intestines started to hurt. I got dizzy, and the grossest thing I've ever done was I felt really hot. So I crawled out of the stall, and I had to lay on the tile of the bathroom just to cool down. Like I didn't know what was happening. So I tried to get up, and I couldn't get up. Very dizzy. So I crawled to my office through the gym. So I had to go from one side of the gym to the other, crawling, because I left my cell phone charging. I finally got to my cell phone, and the first thing I did was I called my sister. I said, Alicia, I may need to go to the hospital. I don't know what's wrong. And usually I'm not like that. Like I'm the type of person that will allow my body to heal itself. But this was a very foreign feeling. She said, okay. So I bravely but stupidly got in my car and drove home so that she could pick me up from my house. As I was waiting for my sister, I was Googling the symptoms, and I'm like, yo, appendicitis. I hope it's not appendicitis. I hope it's not. So fast forward, we go to the hospital, go to the ER. The doctors asked me, or the triage asked me what happened, what's wrong. I told them my symptoms, and then I told them according to what I looked up, and I don't really diagnose myself ever through Google MD, but I was concerned. So I told them what I looked up. And they said, okay, well, we'll be the judge of that. You know how doctors get, like a nurses, they're experts, so you don't know anything. So finally I got seen by the doctor. The doctor was really nonchalant. I told him what I feel, and he said the same thing. Well, we'll be the judge of that. We'll take you through some testing. Apparently appendicitis is a pretty big deal. And if if it ruptures, you can die. I wasn't thinking that. So, and mind you, the ER was packed. So they take me for an X-ray. They had me drink something. It was more like an MRI. I think it was like a CAT scan or whatever. I drank something, or they gave me an IV, and it was like I could taste metal. Like, it was weird. And then after that, they took me back to the spot. Alicia was there still. And the doctor came back and said, sure enough, you have appendicitis. We need to remove it today. Like, what do you mean today? Like tomorrow morning? He said, no. I already scheduled the ER for you. I mean, the OR. We're removing it tonight. I was like, yo, these people 3 hours later put me to sleep and removed my appendix. Removed it. It's not even there anymore. It's gone. But here's the thing. Saturday I had my appendix removed. Monday I had to report for the teaching fellows at, I think it was St. Francis College in Brooklyn. I had to report to the program after getting my appendix removed 2 days before and having my tumor removed 3 weeks before that. It was crazy and like painful. They discharged me on Sunday. Everybody was like, Andre, you cannot go in tomorrow. And I'm telling them, if I don't go in, I will not be a teacher. So I have to go in. I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Left my house at 5 in the morning so that I can be there by 9 a.m. And the reason why is because I was walking extremely slow. I only lived a block away from the bus stop, and I missed 2 buses walking a block because I had to walk that slow. It was excruciating. So there I am, day 1 of training to become a teacher with the teaching fellows, getting my TCIS certificate at St. Francis College, and I'm walking with a swollen face and a limp, very slow. And I swear, man, people probably thought there was something really wrong with me, or yeah, like it was a hard time. And fast forward till today, I'm a teacher. Yeah, sometimes you have to work through the pain for things to pan out the way it should. And I definitely did that. And I don't wish that on anybody. I don't. Well, that's my story for Story Time Sunday for today. It was a very tough experience, but it was something that I was able to get through. And I don't regret it. I'm a teacher. Hey. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching this. I want you guys to like this if you like it. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so yet, and hit the bell notification so it'll let you know when I upload new videos and when I go live. All right. The sun is blazing, and I need to go inside to get out of it before I burn my skin. All right, guys. Love you. God bless. And until we meet again. Peace.